Hello students, as we were discussing about our constitution, today we are going to discuss about the features of Indian constitution. As we know, our constitution starts with preamble, and preamble has, it is also called the introduction of our constitution. As our NCERT books, the starting pages having the preamble of our constitution. In the preamble, the basic principles of our constitution are given, and our constitution wants to achieve these principles by its features. And the preamble of constitution is also known as the mirror of Indian constitution. Main basic features are given here. First one is Indian constitution is a detailed written constitution. It means in our Indian constitution all the things are written in a detailed manner. Our constitution is the largest constitution in the world. At the time of adoption, it was having 22 parts, 395 articles and 8 schedules. But later on, 4 schedules are added to it, and it is a very detailed information having document, not only for the government but for the being welfare of the Indian citizens. All the things are very clearly defined to it. Another feature is the provision of amendment. These are the quality. Our constitution having the provision of amendment. It means the given things, all the rules, regulations are provided in the constitution, but by the time if there is a need, then the parliament can make a provision and can change the rules given in the constitution. That is why amendment make it is also our Indian constitution is called a living document, because it is changeable time to time. There are process of amendment by which the Indian Parliament can pass a bill and convert it into the law. That is a long process. We will discuss about it later on. Another feature is the Indian nation is a sovereign, democratic and republic. It means there are 3 terms: sovereign, democratic and republic. Sovereign means our country India does not have any foreign dictatorship. It is a free nation. The government of India can take any type of decision. There is no any other dictator over it. And a democratic nation means India has a democratic form of government. And democratic form of government means government by the people, for the people and to the people. All the people or citizens having right to choose their representative. There is process means universal adult franchise is there. All the people having 18 years or above 18 age having right to vote and choose their representative. That is called the form of democracy. And republic, it means the head of the country is elected by the people's representatives. President of India is not a hereditary ruler, but it is elected by our people. That is called republic. Clear? Another feature is socialist and secular country. Our country India is a socialist country. What it means? It means in the preamble these words are given. Means socialist, all the people living in Indian society are having equal rights, right to equality is given over there, and universal adult franchise is the best example for the political equality. All the people having 18 years or above 18 is are having right to vote, either male, female, rich, poor, literate, illiterate, having any state's nationality, means citizenship, all having a right to vote. That is the best example of social equality. And also our constitution provide economic equality. There are some rules that on the basis of economic level, if citizens of our country are having below poverty line, there are some rules for their taking care of by the government. And secular, it means India, means our country does not have any particular religion for it. It is a secular country. All the person, all the religious beliefs having people are welcome in our country, and they can profess their beliefs and their cultures by their own religions instructions. Our country India does not have any own religion, means it is a secular country. All the people are free to profess their religion, and all type of festivals are celebrated by the people of our country. Now, next topic is federalism. What it means? Our country India, as constitution given, we have federal form of government. Means because our country is a vast country, very large country, from north to south, east to west, we have a large area. So one government at the center could not have been able to control over the nation. So constitution provide a system of more than one level of government. Means one government is at central level and another state level, another government, and local level also there are third level of government. And all these government functions with their rules and regulations. There are also three type of list provided by our constitution. One is union list, in which the subjects are given to the union government or central government, which on these subjects union government can frame rules and regulations. And another is state list, for which the state government can frame the rules and regulations, and another is concurrent list. In this, common subjects on which state and union both can make the rules. These are the topic which we have discussed in the previous class, class 7. We have discussed about it. And another is the residuary power. After the framing of the constitution, some subject like information technology is the new subject, which is not in union, state or concurrent list. That is the provision of residuary power. By the help of that power, union government can make rules for the residuary power subjects. Okay. Then parliamentary system is the next feature of our constitution. We have parliamentary form of government. India means we have a parliament that is called Sansad, and the member of parliament are elected by the citizens of India. All the people having uh, right to vote, and they can choose their representatives, and they are called the member of parliament, and member of parliament makes the laws for the country. And then there is a rule that is called the universal suffrage, means all the people of country, if they have qualification to participate in elections, they can participate. And then there is separation of powers. If there is three level of government, then one is legislature, then legislature, executive, and judiciary. Clear? Three organs of the government: legislature, all the representatives of the government make the parliament, and they make the laws for the country on by which the rules and regulations of the country framed by the legislature. And the executive, all the members make the legislature, but less members, means the cabinet included executive, and they execute the laws made by the legislature. And judiciary, judiciary means the system of courts in our country by which anyone can get the can appeal in the court, and we get the decision from the court. Okay. Next, the last and very important feature of the constitution is the fundamental rights, and this is the very unique feature of our constitution. There are 6 fundamental rights provided by the constitution. We will discuss in detail about these fundamental rights. Thank you.